What's going on, everyone? Today I am back finally after like a month and a half without making a video with my standings predictions for the 2018-2019 NHL season. I'm sorry it's been so long. The videos are going to be coming out slowly at this point because I've been busy with school and other things going on. So yeah, I've made these predictions. I'm probably going to make a bunch of videos like this. Like, they're all going to be like around now, which is the beginning of the season, which doesn't affect it too much. So it could be like in like 2 weeks or something. You see a video about predictions and stuff. It'd be for something else, but it's like they'll all be made towards the beginning, so it won't be that deep into the season. So you'll see that. So I'm gonna try to get back to videos. Maybe having at least one per week will be my goal. Hopefully two. But like, I don't know. I'm gonna do different things with like NHL 19 stuff. So, and these videos, probably more of these videos, but just to let you know. So I'm gonna be starting out with the Metropolitan Division. This division is always an interesting one for me because being an Islander fan, it's hard because where am I gonna put my biased opinion? I've moved it around a lot to see what I think will happen. I think last will be the Rangers, part of my biased opinion, but they're in a rebuild right now. They have a lot of young kids playing, so I mean Henrik hasn't been his best. The defense is slow. They're gonna be one of the worst teams in the NHL. I'm not gonna lie, and some people agree with me on that. Seventh, I have the Devils, which is I think it's crazy. The Devils just didn't do anything in the offseason. And I don't really think that they're going to do that well this season. I mean, they had a good year last year sneaking into the playoffs with the last seed, but I don't think they'll get back there. Sixth, I have the Islanders. I had them lower at 7 for most of this, but then I moved them to 6. I think they can go either way with this one. I mean, you might disagree with me having them above the Devils, which I could see. This was a hard one to do. I have the Islanders there because it's a new year. They have a bunch of new players. It's a new era. I think they could either be one of the not so great teams. They could squeak into the playoffs. So I don't know. I mean, putting them against New Jersey, everyone's got to have a place somewhere. So I could see this happening. So hopefully they're better, but that's where I think it is. So that was hard for me to put that there, being an Islander fan. 5, I have Columbus. I have them dropping to the 5th position. I'm not going to reveal who's going to be in the playoffs until the end of each conference, for the wild cards at least. So that one could be interchanging with Carolina, who I couldn't pick which order, but I put them at 5, with Columbus being, I don't know, just the same team. They haven't done anything. I don't see like anything will change this year. Number 4, I have Carolina. I put Carolina above because they changed things up. They got Svechnikov. They got a few like solid players in return, and I think they have the advantage over Columbus, who's going to have a bunch of problems this year. I mean, Panarin's a great player, but he's probably going to get traded. So there's going to have that going on all year, and who knows how everyone's going to be, if they'll be as good as they were last year. Number 3. Here, the guaranteed playoff teams. I have the Flyers. They signed James Van Riemsdyk. Still, I think goalie is a bit of an issue for them. But they're a consistent playoff team. They don't really do their best in the playoffs. But, yeah. Second, I have Pittsburgh, who's going to be trying to rebound after last season, where they lost the second round of the Capitals for the first time. And, of course, I don't like this playoff method where the 2 and the 3 play each other, because it's usually the same matchup every year, which I would have Pittsburgh and Philly here, and Washington to take first in the division. No surprise, Stanley Cup champs. Didn't lose many of their players. I think they'll be just as good. So I just realized I'm going to actually shorten this video now at this point to being just the Eastern Conference. I'm sorry, it's just taking a while. I don't want to make a really long video for you guys, and this will spread it out to 2 just to make it better. So the Atlantic Division here, 8th I have Detroit, rebuilding still. I still think they can compete. They have a few old guys. They just won't be good. They lost Zetterberg, so now Cronwall should be out soon. Their big three of guys going to be out soon. So there's that. But they have a bunch of really solid prospects. Zadina is starting in the AHL with Grand Rapids. So I think they'll be solid in the future. Just not right now. 7, the dumpster fire of Ottawa, the shit show going on right now with Dorian and Melnick, and they traded away Carlson. Duchesne and Stone are going to have expiring contracts. They're going to be a disaster. They might lose guys. They don't have a first-round pick, so this is bad for them that they have a chance to get a really good draft pick, but Colorado owns it. 6, I have Montreal. I mean, I don't know what the hell they're doing there. All over the place with not having a center, and they drafted Kotkaniemi at 3rd, which I did not agree with. They should have just took the best player available, but they're at 6. 5, I have Buffalo. Vast improvement after getting the first overall pick last year. But they have a lot of solid prospects, like some of the best prospects in the league coming up with the likes of Casey Middlestat and others. And Rasmus Dahlin being the first overall pick should be really good for them. Jeff Skinner, I made a video on that a few months back, should be a good help for them. And Jack Eichel, just named the captain today, will be good going into his 4th season as always. Now, number 4, I have the Florida Panthers, and they are going to make the playoffs, in my opinion, this year. I'll just tell you the wild cards now. They're 4th. They're going to sneak in, I think. They got Mike Hoffman. They have a few solid players. They were really close last year. They didn't do anything really stupid. I think they'll be able to compete and play well. Number 3, Boston. They have a bunch of young guys too, and their old guys who are still there. Who knows if Marchand will still be licking people? But Boston, again, going to be the same like last year, I think, and they'll be good, be in the playoffs. Number 2, an interesting one for me, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Well, just a minute. They're going to be good this year, and they're going to make the playoffs. Will they be as good as everyone thinks they will be in winning the Stanley Cup? That I don't know, because A, there's the playoff experience. They've all had 2 series, most of the players there. But still some. They did sign the Snake, John Tavares. He's going to help them. He'll be on the second line with Mitch Marner. I mean, he's not the superstar he was anymore, now being a second liner. But they're going to be a really good team offensively. But on Freddie and net, I think he's a solid goalie, but sometimes he can't be there. And then the defense is just awful outside of Morgan Riley. So I don't know how they're going to be. I think they'll definitely make the playoffs and be a good team. Just I don't know if they'll be able to make it over the hump and do really well there. And number 1, I have the Tampa Bay Lightning. They just have so many star players, and they're just crazy. I don't know if they'll be able to get it done in the playoffs, but that's what I think. So yeah, that's the Atlantic Division. So I told you I have my playoff teams in the Metro were Washington, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and I have Carolina as the wild card. That could go either way with Columbus. I didn't think Carolina would be that good, but then this is the way it worked out when I put them. But them or Columbus could easily be either or. And then Florida in the Atlantic with the playoff team, other playoff teams being Tampa, Toronto, and Boston. So that's going to be on this Eastern Conference standings predictions video. Turned out longer than I thought it would be, so that's why I'm going to chop it up to 2 videos. Sorry for saying in the beginning that, I don't know, because I'm just trying to make a bunch of videos right now. So thank you all for watching. Drop a like down below if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment and let me know what you want to see and stuff like that. And we'll see you guys next.